Here we are. Here we are. Can you hear us? Turn up the volume. Of course. Of course, you should be able to hear us right now because we have our stuff together and everything should be working. You guys should all be live watching us. We're going to show you the BlogaShop Pro demo today. And as you can see, if you're watching the replay, you might be on the replay right now. Either way, take a few minutes to listen to this message. But you should be able to see here on your left, my right, you'll see Keith Gosnell, who is my business partner over here. He's been helping me. Yeah, hello. Then also you can see Dave Gavick, who is the JV manager for BlogaShop Pro. We're extremely excited to bring this to you. Dave, can I get a big thumbs up? Can you hear me loud and clear? I just want to get a big, huge thumbs up from Dave on the side there that says, hey, I can hear you. Sweet. Thumbs up or okay signs. It's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started. I've got a few things. We're going to take a little intermittent break here in just a second. But before I do, I want to let you guys know what you're in for on this message, okay? We are going to be reviewing BlogaShop Pro and BlogaShop Pro Plus with you. And we're going to be talking about the two different type of angles that you can hit with BlogaShop Pro. There are really two extremely giant broad markets that we can hit with this launch coming up here on March 29th. So I want to make sure that you guys pencil that in. March 29th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to launch this sucker. And also on top of that, we have over $5,000 in bonuses that you guys can get access to and start sticking some of that hard, cold cash right into your pocket. On top of that, we have a chance with a caveat where you can open up a second, basically like a second leaderboard where brand new people can get on and be on that leaderboard. Even people that sometimes have never been on a leaderboard before, it might be a huge opportunity for you, as well as the people that are on the leaderboard to take some of the cash off of the second leaderboard. This is, I've never seen anything done like this. It's kind of like a milestone. I've seen that done before, but we'll get into that here in just a minute. There are two angles I want to hit on real quickly before we take our quick intermittent break. And also, I do want to mention that during this intermittent break that we're going to take, there will be a board on the screen. If you are watching the replay at that point, you can actually fast forward the video to the actual content. So I just want to let you guys know that when Facebook decides to render this video, so that way you can watch it again. So now to get on the two different types of angles that you can hit with this, and really there's a few. One of them is SEO angles. The other one is blogging angles on WordPress and on Shopify. And those are really the two uses that you can use this for. Let's say you have a list that is very active with WordPress type plugins. Well, great. This is an awesome plugin just for that. In fact, we have a huge content library that your customers and your subscribers can pull from and spin information from and then inject it directly onto the store with scheduling or doing it by yourself or using the content. We're going to break all that down in the demo, as you'll see here soon, but you can grab royalty-free images. You can grab YouTube videos that have the same, basically the same keywords built into them that will be great to give you that extra validity when selling something on a SEO maximized page, for instance. And then you could sell stuff like digital products from JVZoo or ClickBank or whatever the case may be, or physical products. So that's the one angle that you can hit on the WordPress side. So a lot of you guys that are on WordPress that are seeing the other side, they're like, well, I'm not really sure. Is this like an e-com offer or is this a blogging offer? Well, guys, it's both. It has the power of both of these things in it. The second thing is the Shopify part of it. This is something that has never been done before. I've never seen it before. I did a lot of research in it. This idea hit me like over a year and a half, close to 2 years ago. And I kept asking that burning question inside me is, why is nobody using the Shopify blog? Maybe because they don't either A, don't know how to use it, or B, they don't have time to use it, or really C, they don't want to hire someone else to create content for them on there. But the fact is that most people utilizing Shopify is spending a lot of money on pushing traffic from Facebook and Google and YouTube to their stores, but they're not really hitting the angle on free traffic. And this is where I think this plugin really will shine too, is the fact that on that end, we'll be able to SEO the shiznit out of your subscriber stores, and we'll be able to use those same product images, the content library, spin the content, make it very unique, and add those YouTube videos as well. And again, we're going to go and even further dive into it when we come back here. And Keith is going to dive into it with us and give you guys a full demo. On top of that, we are actually casting this on an appear.in. And I was introduced to this not too long ago, and it's pretty cool because you guys can see, like multiple people on here. If some of the JVs that are watching this live during that time, guys, I challenge you, come on in, grill us, ask us some information, ask us some questions. We'll do it live right here in front of everybody, and we'll give you the link privately. So if you want to put some information or questions, even in the thread, if you have questions in the thread, we've got Dave Gavick here. He's gonna read through those. He's gonna pay attention to those, as well as he's sharing them out throughout all the JV networks as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop off here in just a second, and basically I'm gonna go ahead and play a little music for you. I'm going to turn off my sound, and then we're going to have a little countdown timer, and we are going to start very, very soon here. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You guys should be able to start seeing me at this point. All right, guys, so we are back. That was a little intermittent break. Just had to make sure we had set some things up on the back end of ours. So make sure if you're watching this to turn it up. I know you guys should be able to hear me because I could see on my screen that the little bar that says it can hear me is actually going, which is super awesome because this is what we want to do. So, you know, Paul O'Keefe actually introduced me to appear.in. Really cool software for this, guys, if you're not utilizing it. They don't do the Facebook Lives casting, so you're going to still need something that will cast your screen for you. But once you have that part dialed in, you could actually host these. So JVs, this is a cool way to market yourself. I just wanted to test it out. So as you guys can see, probably your left and my right, we've got two studs right here on the side. And we've got Keith Gosnell here, who is my business partner with BlogaShop Pro. And we're actually probably partnering on a couple other things. Phenomenal guy, very technically advanced, I would say. Knows how to build really good software, builds awesome UI. Just a phenomenal guy if you don't know who he is. He's worked with a lot of major players in the industry. And I want to go ahead and bring on Keith here and have him just introduce himself. And then we're going to go ahead and get started here on showing you guys the actual demo of BlogaShop. So Keith, if you want to take it over.
Yeah. Thanks, Carl. As Carl said, I've came out of the development world into the IM space. So my background is I'm usually in the background of the launch. I'm not usually the front-facing guy, but I've worked with when I first started out with Mark Thompson over at Digital Kickstart. Pretty much where I got my start, and we had a couple of products that we developed and launched. Voice Stack was one of them. Rebrand Apps, Publish Vault, you might recognize a few of those names. Since then, I've partnered up, as Carl said. We've got a few projects going that are going to be really big later this year, as well as BlogaShop, that we're really excited to really get going and kind of show you what this thing can do.
Awesome, Keith. Well, good to have you. I've got your whole screen blown up so everybody can see it. And what you can do now is just share your screen, and we'll go ahead and get started.
All right.
But as you guys can see, Keith is a beast. He's worked with many top people and has built a lot of really cool software.
All right. So you let me know. You see in my screen here?
I see your screen.
Fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing that we have here, like Carl had mentioned, is the ability to search through content, actually a ton of content, over 66,000 different articles across probably 200 different categories, subcategories of content, okay? So what I'm going to do is just kind of show you a little bit of that. So as you'll see, we have about 30 different main categories here to choose from, and these are all broken down then further into subcategories. Okay, so let's just go with the health and fitness niche here, and as you'll see, there's just a ton of kind of subtopics we can drill down to. I'm going to keep this one kind of broad and just select a couple of different subjects here. Now we can get even more specific, of course, and search by keywords if we really want to narrow down that content. But I'm just going to go ahead and click search, and what you're going to see is a ton of different articles are going to show up here. Now, you can take a look at these articles simply by clicking on a link here, and it will actually show you the article to see if it's something that you have interest in. You can kind of check out kind of the formatting of the article and whatnot. Now, what we can do is what we've allowed people to do is save this content. We have so many different articles that you may find one that you really like, but maybe aren't quite ready to push out. So what we do is we allow you to kind of save those in basically a saved results area within BlogaShop. Okay. So for this example, I'm just going to go ahead and pick a few of these here. I'll just pick these 3 at random. And what we're going to do is just go ahead and save those checked results. All right. Now, before I jump over to that saved area, I want to show you that you can do the exact same thing with video, okay? So what we can do is hop over to the video search. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to basically use our YouTube snatcher and go out and grab any related videos to whatever your keyword search is. So again, we'll try it with fitness here. And as those results load, you'll see here I also have we have the ability to enter your own video URL. So if you have your own YouTube channel, you can go ahead and enter that, or any other video that you find out there on YouTube. You can go ahead and enter that, and it's going to go ahead and save that into your saved results as well. So as I've said, it's going to bring back a bunch of different videos here. So you can certainly take a look at those videos by simply clicking on the titles. And for now, I'm just going to grab a couple of these just to save here. And we're going to go ahead and save those results. Now, the reason that we're saving all this information, again, is so we don't have to keep going back and searching, especially if it's one particular niche that you're in. We don't want to have to keep going back and forth. We can save all this stuff, and they'll be readily available to insert into your posts, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at that saved result area here, and you're going to see a ton of them in mine, as we've been doing a lot of blogging lately. But you're going to see here, we've got our 3 articles that I've just chosen.
Hey, Keith.
And our videos. Yep.
I was going to say, what's so cool about that is the fact that now you're able to utilize, you're kind of like repurposing someone else's video. You're not stealing it or anything like that. It's totally open source there on YouTube. And you're basically able to kind of leverage someone else's knowledge. Maybe someone's like a fitness expert or whatnot, that is giving like really good credit or giving really good ideas on a product that you happen to be selling. Regardless if it's digital, info, or physical, you could still utilize and sort of repurpose that video, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is actually just kind of jump over to the article area here, and let's get one posted to our Shopify blog. So what I'm going to do, I'll just grab. Let's see here. Probably not bowel movements. Let's avoid that one. Let's go with the your working profile affecting your health. Many people in the IM niche know about that. So let's go ahead and just convert that to a post. Okay, now this is where everything kind of comes together. Once we have this into our post area, we have the ability now to add any of those saved videos, free image search of over 1 million royalty-free images. We hook up to 3 different APIs to grab, so we get a nice variety of images to use. And of course, you can add your SEO metadata to all those images as well. Now, one of the first things that I'm going to do is, if I'm happy with this, I'll just go ahead and make sure I always save my progress. But we could spin this. Now, with spinners, we connect to 2 different spinners where we integrate with 2 different spinners, Spinner Brothers and Spin Rewriter. Now, on the front end of this product, your customers are going to get a free basic version of Spinner Brothers Spinner. So they don't even need an external spinner if they don't have one. They don't need it. Right off the bat, huge value. You're going to get a spinner for free. Okay, and they'll be able to create their account right inside of BlogaShop. They don't need to go away from the plugin at all. They just stay right here and hook it right up to Spinner Brothers. Now, Keith, of course, if you have your own Spinner Brothers account or your own Spin Rewriter, go ahead, enter that information in, and you can actually choose between the spinners here, as you're going to see as I pop this open. Yeah, I can choose whichever ones I'd like.
I'd like to pop in there just real quick too. Guys, I mean, that's right there. I mean, if you understand the power of having us access to Spinner Bros without having to pay for Spinner Bros, you can get like an access. It's a limited access, of course, but it's still giving you access to it inside of the plugin. That right there in itself is like a massive bonus, basically just thrown in there automatically that all of your subscribers and customers will have full access to, as long as they get in the front end of the BlogaShop Pro launch here on the 29th. So I just wanted to throw that in.
Absolutely. As you'll see, as you were talking there, Carl, I spun one here, and I just used Spin Rewriter for this demonstration. But you could go ahead and you could just discard this if it's something that you just don't like the way that it came out. You can respin the original content again, or you can go ahead and accept that. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to accept this for the sake of demonstration. Now, we always really with any spinner. I always like to at least read through it, make sure that everything is making sense and things that are compiled correctly. So just give it a quick spin through. But for the most part, it does a really good job of spinning the content for you, to create that unique article.
One other thing that it does too that me and Dave were talking about the other day, and this is something Dave was like, I'm totally going to do this. So it's giving you content. The what do you call it? Our 66,000 article library is giving your users all of access to that content, so they don't have to be creative and come up with their own content, and they can find content that matches that niche that they're in, regardless of what their niche is, and then they can take this, spin it, and then on top of that, they just got a template that they can use to add to it. So let's say they know a little something about it, or they want to add something in here, which again is going to continue to create a more of a uniqueness of that content. Which will just go a lot further on the search engine. So that's a really cool tool because, like I said, it's giving you the content, so you don't have to think about what the content is, and then it's spinning it, making it unique, and then you can add your own value to it as well. So I just kind of wanted to touch bases on that as well, exactly how powerful that could be for people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So kind of moving on here, we'll go ahead and piece this all together for you. So, like I said, you can insert, the royalty-free images, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to make some space here, And I'm going to use our free image search here. Now, we hooked to Pixabay, Pexels, and Wikimedia, just so you get a little bit of variety there. Now, of course, you can always choose from your own gallery, and you can enter an external URL to bring those images in as well. But for this purpose here, I'm just going to go ahead and search fitness, seeing that's what our article's about. And let's go ahead and grab,
will you scroll down too?
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
So you can just scroll down here real quick, and you guys can see on the bottom here, there's 12 sections of images that follow just fitness, and there's like thousands and thousands of keywords that you can build them off of. But I just wanted I wanted Keith to scroll down so you could see on the bottom there's like, I don't know, 50 on each one or 40 or so. Times that by 12, that's 500 results, it says. So that's giving you access just right there, 500 royalty-free images from 3 different sources. So if you didn't like this source, we could look at one of the other sources and look on there if you were really picky. I'm just saying. So.
Yep, absolutely. And as you can see over here, I am adding in the metadata now for the images. It's important to put that metadata on, on all of your images because it's just search bait, right? Google loves it and wants it. So we want to make sure that we always go ahead and enter in all this information. Okay, and for now, I'm just going to kind of copy and paste this stuff in here. We can also do our alignments here as far as where the image is going to align. We can link that image to somewhere if we choose, and of course adjust the size of the image if we'd like. And then really it's just a matter of just inserting the image. Now the nice thing about it is once you've inserted this image, it's actually in your library, so you can reuse this if you choose. So kind of the next thing I'm going to do actually is going to go ahead and set a featured image. Now, on most of the Shopify themes that I've been dealing with is on the blogs, it likes to have that featured image. It shows on the blog roll, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick an image here so that we have something as our feature. Okay, and I'm just going to choose this one here. Again, we can fill in our metadata as well, which you should always do. And then we can go ahead and set that feature image. All right, let me just save that real quick. Now, another powerful tool for SEO and just linking, like kind of interlinking all of your pages are tags, right? We all know about them in WordPress. Well, Shopify, it pretty much uses them in the same way, okay? So we want to make sure that we kind of tag this with the proper terms, okay? So like we may do cardio, we may do, I guess, bicycle, workouts, whatever it may be, you can add as many as you'd like, and it's going to go ahead and push all that to the WordPress post as well as the Shopify blog post if you choose to do both.
That brings up another thing that I posted recently on my wall that someone's like, use WordPress, and that's cool. Like the cool thing about this is 100% we can use WordPress, and WordPress does rank really well. But a lot of people don't realize that they can rank just as well on Shopify, like you were mentioning, and you can use all that metadata, those tags. There's even a step further that we're working on to even take it even further on Shopify. And the fact is, guys, Shopify is, you're getting hosted with it on their massive network that they manage 24/7 versus your site. Like if most people do WordPress sites are shared. They slow down. The more stuff you stick on them, the more they slow down. Or it's like a pool of different accounts until you get your own dedicated account, and then you still have to manage it. So there's pros and cons, obviously, but on the Shopify side, you have access to where you can do the tags, the metadata, the descriptions, the captions, and you can even take it a step further. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of touch bases on that as well.
Absolutely. Yep. And as we did before, we chose the YouTube video, right? We want to get a video in on there. So we can now add any of these saved videos. So that's going to pull up all the saved videos that you have. And just go ahead and choose whichever one, is going to work best for you. Just go ahead and insert. And there it is. It uses short codes to do so. So we have that in. We can save draft. Now, I'm going to get to another feature here, which is, really massively powerful. Okay, now this is part of our BlogaShop Pro Plus package. And what you can do is insert call to actions right inside of the post. Okay, now on Shopify, when you create an article inside of Shopify, you can't put call to actions directly to your products the way that you can in BlogaShop. And I'm going to show you that right now. I'm going to go ahead and add a Shopify product.
And also, can you show us the view of what it looks like on the blog as well?
Say it again, Carl.
You know, like you can actually do like a preview of what it looks like, what it would look like if you posted this on the blog, just on WordPress by itself.
Yes, you can.
When you get a chance, just show us that view, too.
Yeah, I will. Right before I push to the Shopify blog, I'll go ahead and just show you what it would look like on our theme, which isn't very pretty, but it's there.
Yeah, no, perfect. I think it looks good.
So now, what you're able to do with this feature for BlogaShop Pro Plus is you can choose. So you can choose your store. What it's going to do is it's going to pull in all the products on your store. You can also filter them by your collections. Now, in case you're not familiar with Shopify, collections are basically Shopify's categories. So you can certainly filter those down to make things easier if you have thousands and thousands of products in your store, and you can simply select which one you'd like. Now, on the other hand, you can also, if you choose, to send them directly to a collection page or a collection a category page, if you will. So you saw that those were the collections that I had. So if I were to select one of these, it's going to send them. Any user that clicks on this call to action is going to be taken to the collections page with all the different products for that collection on it. So it's really up to you that kind of relates to your article's content on what you want to do. If you want to drop a product or drop an entire, basically an array of products onto that page.
And we could show both too on this as an example.
You can absolutely show both. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and do a CrossFit. I'm just going to pick a random product here and go ahead and insert. Now, what you're going to be able to do also is there's two different layouts here. I can have what we're calling kind of the square layout. Now, this is something that you'd want to enter into maybe at the very beginning of a paragraph, because the text will then go ahead and wrap around that call to action. Or, like the one I'm going to insert now, you could have the full length layout, which will basically take up the full length of your content area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert that one. All right, so we have that. We've dropped that down here. We'll go ahead and save, and then I'll just give you the quick preview here of what it looks like in WordPress. Did it save? Yeah, there we go.
And we added a video too, right?
We did.
Okay. Preview.
All right, so preview again. Don't mock us for our theme here.
No, there's nothing wrong.
As you're gonna see,
that's theme.
Our featured image.
And that's theme based, right? So.
Excuse me?
This is all theme based, so if you had a
Yes.
prettier theme, that would work either way.
Absolutely. This is our demo account that we're using. So of course we'd make it look much prettier if it were live. Now here's the featured image we inserted with all its meta. There's the inner image that we inserted. There is the video, and there is our call to action. Okay. So now if I click on this, which I can do right here, this is going to take me right to, this is our BlogaShop store that we've created on Shopify. That's going to take you right to this product to get people adding to cart and purchasing your products.
Wow. I mean, that's so cool. And that right there, you're just showing the one way. We can show collections too.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, I'll add one right now. I'll put one into this post. That's fine, because we might maybe right about here. We want to enter another one. Let's go ahead and add the collection. Choose the store. And the collection, and seeing it's fitness related, we'll go ahead and put fitness there, and we'll select, do a full length on that as well. Save our draft. And I will simply preview it here, and then we'll push it to the blog, and I'll show you how we can how we view it there, and how you can edit everything that's any live post you have on Shopify right through this dashboard. And there's our collection. Now, obviously, we might probably want to SEO our collection of descriptions a little bit better, but for demonstration purposes, I think you get the point. We go ahead and click that, and it's going to take us right over to our collections page with all of our products in the fitness category.
Cool. And then also, can we add one more product that will show with the wraparound, so it like shows a wraparound text? Cool.
Let's go ahead. Wow, we're getting crowded in here. All right, let's go ahead and do that one there.
This is what all the big, this is really what all the big networks do, though. They add call to actions in their blogs. Technically, all the news channels, they all have to monetize their sites. This is giving your subscribers the power of being able to monetize it, but where they make all the money. I mean, they make the profit, and it's pure profit when you're talking about free traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and preview that. And there it is, right there. So
cool.
We've got now this the dumbbell steel weightlifting power grip hooks, and it's wrapping. The text will wrap right around it. So depending on where you insert it into your article, so you can have really a couple of different views, and of course your theme will style things the way that you have your theme set up to do. So as you can see, lots of different options to get those call to actions on your pages.
Yeah, and one thing I want to mention before you show the Shopify store blog is the fact that you could use this for so much more than actually Shopify. I mean, right now, I mean, you could use another plugin if you wanted that would create like a short code to stick in here that has banner. Like there's some banner softwares out there. Maybe you've offered those in the past to your customer base, and you could use this to build out all of these beautiful, nice looking blogs, and post these blogs out, and then you could have other products. So like I said, maybe you're selling a fitness program and you have a ClickBank offer that you're an affiliate with. Well, you could build this huge network of blog, you could set up a blog and basically just continue to bring content into it. And then there's a lot of like cool little SEO type stuff that you can do. And we're actually planning on, we're going to have like 4 webinars or so, maybe even more, with every subscriber that comes on. And we're going to do nothing but SEO almost on every single one. Some sort of SEO component will be a part of it, teaching people how to get their sites crawled and how to use Webmaster and rich text and schema and stuff like that you can do here inside of WordPress. So guys, if you're dismissing this because you're like, oh, it's Shopify related, it's not just Shopify related. It's the first of its kind that's Shopify related, but it's not, that angle isn't necessarily useful for you if that's what your list resonates to. So with this, you don't have to really, you could actually hit that other angle, which is the WordPress angle, and it's super powerful, and they get access to all of these tools that Keith just showed you. And then on top of that, now we can use all these tools in Shopify blog. So Keith, if you want to take back over.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not done yet. I've still got some more features to show you.
Yep.
And Carl, also, remind everybody that on that front end offer of the Shopify training for people who are maybe interested or just haven't pulled the trigger yet on wanting to get into Shopify, that training that they're going to receive.
Yeah, totally. They're getting. We'll review we'll probably even look at the sales page and kind of show you guys what's on there. But they are going to get access to one of our friends, Ben, that does a little bit of Shopify training, and he even does some Facebook training in this that they'll get that's access to. It's free to them. It's usually a paid course, but we've just thrown it in there as a bonus. And we'll show you guys the JV page too at the end that shows you all the bonuses, all the stuff that you'll have access to that you can use to offer this to your subscriber base.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so we'll go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and post this to this blog here. Now, what we can do is we can, again, choose our store that we want to post to. So this is where you can kind of start to see, the power of it. If you have, we have an unlimited version of this where you can, hook multiple stores up. So it's just one dashboard. You can control not only multiple stores, but you can have multiple blogs per store. Okay, so, and I'm actually getting to that drop down here. First, I want to choose my author, which is the Shark here. And then you can choose the blog. Okay, so Shopify, it kind of unique the way they have it set up. It offers the ability to add separate blogs on one store. So you may want to kind of separate your content depending on how your store is set up. It might be a general type of store where you're selling many different types of products, and you'd like to blog about each of those types of products, but kind of keep that separated and not mashed into all one blog, or have to do it by tags. You can create a completely separate blog for just that content. So you can manage all that right from here. So I'm going to go ahead and post that. All right, successfully inserted. Let's just go over here to the blog. This is the one that I've pushed to. And there it is right there. You'll see our title. There's our featured image. Here's our tags. And we have, let's go ahead and get in there. We have our imagery inside. We've got all the products that we've added inside. There's our video. There's our last product at the end there. And everything is there done. I mean, it takes no time at all to get this content pushed.
Yeah, and one thing you guys might be seeing, it might be a little bit pixelated on your screen just because of, honestly, it's just the technology that we're using to push all this live on Facebook. But, this again is it's theme based, so it's going to be based off of the theme that you have in Shopify. But boom, there you have it, guys. It's inside of your Shopify blog. And gosh, if you had to write this out and then figure out how to code, these little buy buttons in here aren't available in Shopify. Okay, you can't do that in Shopify. If you wanted to create a blog and start writing some stuff, you're not going to be able to do that unless you could figure out the code. This code is automatically built into it by our coders and also Keith, and basically we're able to put in these call to actions. They highlight in there, which is kind of cool. But these call to actions are in here, so they're going to be pushing. So that free traffic, guys, the free traffic that this will create once you have Google, we have a way too, by the way. I keep getting in front of myself. I'm just so excited about it. But we have a way to get Google to crawl your Shopify store that we're going to share with all of your subscribers. They'll be able to crawl this site just like they crawl any WordPress site. And then when they crawl it, it's going to all rank based off of relativity, based off long-term keywords, based off short tail keywords. When people start going there and start hitting the site, and as the more content you start sticking on the site, it's like these little landmines, okay? These little landmines. The more landmines you put out on the internet, the more people are going to trip over these landmines and get that free traffic that we're all talking about. This is something that people are not utilizing enough when it comes to Shopify. And the guys on the WordPress side, those guys have been around for a while. They know what's going on. The SEO guys that have been hitting it hard on that end, they've been hitting that hard. They know that angle. The guys on Shopify, SEO is starting to become a pretty hot topic, but the issue that I have with it is it's SEO for products only, okay? So that's when people search a product, which is cool because you can SEO that, but this is going to be product and native based. And native based is where it's hot because native based is content selling. It's like, first, I don't know who you are. I don't know, like, or trust you yet. But if I go onto your blog and it sounds like you know what you're talking about and I like the content, then I start to have that breakdown of trust. Those trust barriers of online purchasing start to go down. And then when I have a product that's in your face, like this is, you have a product that's literally in your face, of the product that's complementing the actual article itself, and let's say I'm doing a special price or something like that, boom, I've got you as a customer. That's free, guys. That's free. Everybody's spending thousands. My wife Akumi, she spends thousands of dollars a week on sending paid traffic to her site. Now we're starting to leverage free articles. Now we're starting to leverage this stuff, this idea I had a year and a half ago. And it just baffles me that nobody is actually taking advantage of it. But that's why I'm coming out first with this. That's why me and Keith got together. I shared it with Keith, shared it with a few other people in the industry, and they all thought that this was such a wonderful idea. So that's why we're doing it. That's why we're bringing this out here. We're going to have tons and tons of success stories from this. This is software that we're going to continue to support. We have a long-term vision for this software. We also are going to probably continue to upgrade it. We have a whole bunch of other upgrading ideas. Like one of them is rich text and schema. And yeah, there's ways you can do that with products in Shopify, but there's no ways to do it inside the blog yet. Keith and I we're looking into it. It's something that we might be able to add. I can't guarantee it, but it's something we're looking in. And Keith, if you have something you want to add on that.
Yeah. I was just gonna. You were reading my mind, man. I was just gonna talk about it. I wish we would have done this tomorrow because this would be ready. I'm just about positive we're gonna have that schema for the products ready. And now, if people aren't familiar with what schema is, I mean, most people are, but it's basically rich snippets. It's called. And I wish I could show you an example of it, but they show up in Google searches. I know you would know what I'm talking about if you see one in a Google search. But it's basically, kind of markup language that helps search engines pull out relevant information and rank them a bit higher. Okay. So that's kind of the easy way to explain it, I guess. But that should be implemented into any product that you embed in your work, whether you push it to WordPress or whether you push it to Shopify, you push it to both of them. We're going to have that schema markup on there to help Google pull out those products and put them higher up in their ranks.
Yeah, and it's that's an advanced type of SEO thing that's going on right now. Even Google right now is saying, it's not really relevant for them yet. But if you talk to anybody that's been in the SEO market, they're going to tell you that that's actually where it's at. And we're going to basically just kind of throw this into the upsell. So like people that get access to adding products to their store, they're going to be able to do the exact same thing. They'll have that built in. So that's pretty friggin' cool if you ask me. It's like built into it. And it's going to really help those rankings right away. And it's not going to affect the product's rankings itself. So if you have some schema plugin or something like that that's awesome. There are a few out there, but you can utilize them for that. But we're talking about, let's just get the blogs going. And so now people can find your products in the blogs based off keywords. So not only are they going to find relevant content information based off of what your content is about, what your post is about, but also they're going to find it based off product. And I think that's going to be huge for the people that do get in early on our chartered member deal. So yeah,
absolutely.
So go ahead.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm going to move on kind of down here. And there's it's a couple of things we weren't really planning on talking about, but I'm gonna mention them anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and show them the comment that you can moderate all your comments as well right now, and kind of show you some of the changes that we're already starting to implement, literally as we speak, in this particular area as far as moderating comments and the type of comments you can push back to Shopify. All right, so for now, I'm just gonna leave just a test one here, just to show you, and we'll just say, hey, what's up? Okay, and we'll post that comment. All right, so that is now live on my the blog post I just pushed. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get back into BlogaShop, and I'm going to show you now, if I go to our Shopify blog posts, this is where we're going to moderate, or we can manage basically all of our live Shopify posts. Okay, so I can delete it, which will then remove it from the blog, from the Shopify blog. We can, of course, view it from here, and we can make edits. All right, so you can edit it right here, make any changes you want to make, update it, and it will update right there on Shopify as well. But the point I was getting to, and this little feature we were showing, is comment moderation. Okay, so as you'll see, we've got a few here. We're going to go ahead and just click this one. And you're going to see it's right here.
And that's kind of like the thing to think about WordPress too, because I know that on the other angle of things, that some guys are like, hey, I'm hardcore Shopify, and I don't see a reason why I need to have WordPress. Guys, the thing is you need to have WordPress because it's your dashboard. You don't ever even have to post anything there. You could just have like a very low cost hosting of, like, I think there's like shared hosting out there that are like $3.50 a month. We'll have one on the inside for people to get in on if they want. But it's cheap, super cheap to have shared hosting. You only need it to, it's like having your own hosted SaaS. So it's like your software is hosted on a shared server. I know I'm getting technical with you, but on that end, you could just utilize it as a dashboard, and that's it. And just utilize the blogging part in Shopify. And then also, if you follow along with, if your customers follow along, we're going to teach them how to maximize both. So they could use WordPress for SEO purposes by itself, and then also use BlogaShop or use Shopify's blog for SEO purposes as well. So you can have like really cool highly ranked backlinks and stuff like that. So really cool stuff. Anyways, I know I got off subject, but I want to make sure I'm hitting this so you guys really understand how this works and how this is going to benefit your customers ultimately. That's ultimately what this is going to do for you. Is it's going to give them a solid product that can get them results, and get them results pretty fast.
Yep, absolutely. So getting back into our comments area, as I said, you can moderate from here, so you can remove comments, mark them as spam, or simply reply. Now we also have we call it, just canned response, right? So it's some sort of a response you may want to put up there that's just kind of that you use over and over again. And I'm going to just hop into the canned comments here for a second and just create one. Okay, so one of those features I was talking about that is literally being worked on right now and will be ready by launch is we're changing this, the ability here so that you can add links into these comments. And if you are a BlogaShop Pro member, you can then also insert products, those call to actions, right inside your comments as well. Okay, so that's something that we're working on right now, and it should be ready by the time launch is ready to go. So what I'm going to do is just hop back here a second.
That's pretty cool too, by the way. It's like whenever people do comment, you can literally have a canned response, all these canned response set up. So you're not spending a lot of time actually hacking away and responding to people. And then you could see there right there that that's like the dashboard. You'll know which ones to open up because they'll say view comments. You've got one there. You'll know that you can go there and, and then moderate that comment, get rid of any people that are spamming your site, and then you can spam your site with backlinks to your products or backlinks to your store or backlinks to a digital product or an info product, whatever the case may be.
Exactly. And again, as I said, we do have an unlimited version. So if you have multiple stores, it can get pretty hairy in here if you're pushing blog posts, to all these different stores and multiple blogs per store. So we have filters built in on pretty much on all these pages. I didn't get into it too much, but you can certainly filter down by store, so it makes it a little bit more manageable for you to to work with. So. Carl, did you want me to jump into the Pro Plus, the auto blogger?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you can kind of just show what you can show, and then yeah,
absolutely,
be cool. And guys, too, this is really cool because a lot of people don't have time to literally go through all this, but this kind of will do it for you. It's like a done for you type of magic button that we're all looking for in internet marketing and products and stuff like that. But this does an extra thing. We thought of this. Me and Keith thought of like, how could we do this and give people the power of the human touch? And so we kind of built it with both ideas in mind.
Yeah, absolutely. As you're going to see here, I have what we call campaigns. This is basically a series of blogs that I want to push to my site based on a schedule. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one here. And the first thing we're going to do is just give it a title, and I will just call it, fitness stuff, because I'm really original. All right. Now what we can do is we allow up to 20 posts per campaign. So the way that we would kind of train you really to use this is make it specific. Make each campaign around either one specific topic or one specific product. Okay, because you can have unlimited campaigns, but you want to try to push out that content and maybe zone in on that one particular product per campaign. Okay, so what we can do is we can choose for here, like I'm just going to pick it would be every 2 hours, I want one of my posts to be published, okay? And when we get to the next screen, I'm going to show you exactly how we choose those articles. Now what we can do is we can also choose to push these to our Shopify blog. So we go ahead and choose our stores, choose the blog you want it to go to, and of course the author if you want to choose. And we can also have it go to and push to the WordPress blog if you want to go to both in one campaign or just one or the other. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll hit next here. And it only takes just a minute. It takes 60 seconds if I wasn't talking so much to literally set one of these up. Now you can of course choose your spinner, and everything is going to be spun. Article SEO, the article itself, the images, the image SEO and metadata. All that is going to be spun depending on which one you choose here, or don't choose any at all. Because really, the thing we never touched on is many people out there have existing WordPress, WordPress blogs. If you can use existing posts, I mean, you can use this for any post that you have. As far as spinning content, it's something I should have touched on when we were in the last section. But you can use it for any content that you already have existing. You can go ahead and start plugging products into it, images, videos, and so forth. So sorry, that was a little aside there.
No worries.
So for this purpose, I'll just go ahead and click on Spin Rewriter to do. Now again, we've already been through the search, so we kind of know how this works, and it works the same way back here. Except we're going to limit you to choose up to 20 articles per campaign. All right. So again, if I just pick a few of these categories, or if I want to narrow it down, I can do my keyword, and I'm going to go ahead and just pick. Let's just pick 3 for now. These first 3. Now we can also do our SEO. Now, if you don't put anything in here, you don't have to. A lot of people struggle with that, and they just kind of go back and forth, and am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? We'll do it for you. You don't have to enter anything in here. We will go ahead and take the article description and the title and put it in there for you, okay? So I'm just going to leave it blank. So we'll go next, Now I can go ahead and choose if I want to insert a collection, insert a product. Okay, and again, you can do both if you want to. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and choose a random image here. I'm choosing a random product. Now I can choose my image source. Again, it's the 3 that we offer: Pixabay, Pexels, and Wikimedia. I'm going to go ahead and choose that, and I'm going to say, cardio. Okay, so that's the keyword I'm going to have it go search, and we're going to go get you a nice image. And we're going to also, based on the article that you've chosen, we're going to start titling these things, okay? We're going to title it, and we're going to put your description in if you leave it blank. If you want to put your own in, that's fantastic. Go for it. We will spin it each time, each iteration it goes through, and puts out a new article depending on how many articles you've chosen in step 2. And I'm just going to hit save. It's going to create my campaign. You're going to see it's there. Now you'll see these little completed ones here. These are all that have gone through their entire cycle. It's already posted all of the articles that I've chosen in those campaigns at the given time that I set it to post. Okay. So now if I want to check those out and see exactly what's happening, there they are. These are the 3, and they're queued up by their time every 2 hours. Okay. So every 2 hours, one of these is going to be released. We also show you, just as a quick snapshot, which platforms you chose to push to and the campaign it belongs to. As you get more and more campaigns, and you have 5 or 6, 10 campaigns going, you can certainly filter by those as well, just to make it a little bit easier to manage. Now you could go back into these and you can edit them if you want to just change something up. You can certainly go ahead and do that. You can edit the actual article itself if you're just impatient, like so many of us are. You can go in there, you can spin it yourself, you can add more videos, you can add different products, whatever you want to do, and go ahead and just publish it or save it or push it to your Shopify blog. You can do it right now if you want to, and it will remove it from that scheduled blog post list so that we're not duplicating the content. But hey, the purpose for me is that I'm a little bit lazy today, and I just want to run this on a schedule, so I'm going to leave it alone and let it roll.
Yeah, too, I also want to mention that, first off, that's pretty cool because it saves you tons of time. It's got SEO components to it. It's pulling based off of your keywords that you want to drive traffic with. It's doing all that cool stuff. It's kind of set it and forget it. Maybe set it like once a month. Maybe set it once a week or whatever your schedule. Just put it in your schedule book to remind yourself to go in there and hit it up again. I'm getting some questions here. But anyways, that's cool. The other thing I wanted to mention too was, you guys can see on most of these pages, and they'll be on every page as soon as all the videos are done. But Keith has actually put a tutorial that pops up right inside of WordPress, literally on every single page. Some of them that aren't there yet is just because the content hasn't been made yet, but they're all there. And then also there's one that says view all tutorials. And that literally, which we could probably get into right now. Let me see though. Let me look in the in here. Is there any questions that anybody has that happens to be watching? And also too, like even during.
You want me to switch back to you now?
No, we're gonna go ahead and continue to stay on your page.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I can let's see. Escape the full screen, and then you guys can see us right here. So we've got also too, I want to mention to you guys, we've got Dave live on here as well as Keith. And if you guys have any questions, I know
Carl?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I think we lost Keith there for a minute. But if you guys have any questions, let him refresh and come back on. Or not. I may have to refresh on my end too. It's possible. But as these guys are coming back on right now, I do want to mention, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, I've got my phone right here. We've got some of the people and stuff on here that are asking us questions as we are going live. And I may need to refresh this. Let me go ahead and refresh this real quick. We're going to continue to go. I want to show you guys the inside of the training vault that we can go in there. Let me change this to here and take that off. Okay, so while this is refreshing on the other end, you guys, again, should be able to see me live. So I should be able to talk right here. But I am going to wait for these guys to come on. So for some odd reason, they got dropped on the other on the sharing platform. But if you guys have any questions, make sure you get in here, you ask some questions. I would even be awesome to have someone jump into our site with us which would be totally cool. It's still loading. I might have some technical issues, which is cool because if you guys are watching the replay, I think what will happen is this will actually jump to wherever we're at on the replay as soon as everything loads up. So I'm just kind of actually waiting for that to happen on my end. Yeah, internet seems to be fine. Everything. Oh, my internet might have jumped off. If that's the case, then it'll start back up here in a second, and we'll be able to jump on. Let's see. Hit refresh again. See if I had some questions that people personally messaged me with. I'm pending in a ton of groups, but okay, cool. So, still kind of waiting here to see what's going on. Keith and Dave should be able to pop back up here. As soon as they pop back up, we should be good to go. Let's see here. Should be live. Come back on. Let's see. Just messaging these guys, trying to get back on. I don't even know if it's live right now because it should be, though. Everything should be connected. What I might do is reconnect through my phone. All right, cool. We're reconnected here. The cool thing about Facebook is that this should actually reconnect, and the people that are watching the replay, they'll actually skip all this, so that'll be kind of cool, providing that happens. Let's see here. So, yeah, it should be live, Keith, if you're on. So I'm waiting here. Cool. Someone entered. Cool. We're all getting back online, so we had a little bit of disturbance, but we're going to continue to try to roll on the same feed, so that should be cool that we should be able to do that. Fingers crossed here. Give us a second. Are you there, guys?
We're here. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still connected to the same feed, so...
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, go. You take over the screen then. That's fine. Or I can try to share again.
Yeah, I'll probably have you take over the screen again, but what happened is, and Dave, go ahead and double check to see if we're live on your phone by any chance. But I'm getting a message from Mikumi. She's saying, you are fine, keep going. So I guess we're good.
Cool.
So yeah, anyways, if the people that were on the replay, the guys that are on live, sorry. The people that are on the replay, you guys should actually, all that content that we just lost will just be compressed together and we'll be back. The next thing what I want to do is I want to go ahead and have Keith share his screen again and actually go to our membership vault. And I want to give the JVs a chance to see what's inside that vault, which is going to have, it has all of our training. We're going to continue to add training there. So let me go ahead and share that screen. All right, cool.
Want me to pull it up?
Yeah, so if you can go ahead and pull that back up.
Yep, I just got to get I'll actually log in here as I don't know if I have my login handy.
Guys, it's the Shark. You gotta promote the Shark. You guys know, I'm the Shark. You guys know that my offers convert, okay? You guys just saw the power of the first two items really in the funnel. You've got the first part, which is the content library, the spinner, the image grabber from all the free images that you can get, over 1 million royalty-free images. You also see the YouTube snatcher, where you can snatch YouTubes that are based off of the same type of product, giving you a ton of validity when people come to those sites. And then you also saw the upsell. The upsell there is the part where you can add products from your Shopify store, and you also have that auto blogging feature which is like a set it and forget it kind of thing, or just schedule yourself to do it once a month. Put it in your scheduler, remind yourself what it takes. It took you like what, maybe 5 minutes to get an article going, and it also, once you start getting used to it, you could probably spend 5-10 minutes on it and have like a good 15-20 articles set up for yourself when you do go live. So anyways, are you able to share your screen there?
Yeah, I will. Just 1 second. I had to log in there.
Cool.
Getting some mega feedback here.
Yeah, we get a little feedback here. Again, technology. We're doing the best we can. I live up in the friggin' sticks, so that's part of the issue. I live up here where there's like 2,000 people, and our internet is not the best. In fact, one day we lost internet completely. All right, so we can see the screen now. Let me go ahead.
Good.
Let me go ahead and blow this up. Not literally. But, all right. So you guys should see here on the screen, this is the content library. So, not the content library, sorry. This is the membership vault where people will be able to get access to everything they need, except their keys. Their keys will get emailed to them. Keith built our own, so we have our own like in-house engine, licensing key builder. And so they will get, I believe, an email, right? They'll get an email when that comes in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they'll get an email where they'll get those keys, and then they can stick those keys into the plugin on WordPress after they download. So you guys could see on here, there was a spot where you could download the plugin. You're not going to be able to use it unless you have those keys, but you can download the plugin from inside the membership vault. They'll get access to that as soon as they purchase. And then you could see here's all this extra training here on how to use it, because we want to make sure that we service people. We also have support channels set up, but we want to make sure that we are doing a good job on a couple of things. One is making sure that if they don't know how to use WordPress, that they have access to some WordPress training, so that way they can install and get set up right away. And then also we want to make sure that they can get using the plugin itself, so they can actually add products and not products, but add content and all that stuff. So as you can see, there's a ton of training right there. On the right hand side, you've got basically your list of everything. You got your plugin, your Bloga training, your Shopify training. We also got Ben, who is he's like a Facebook expert and a Shopify expert. He's had a lot of success. This guy has literally just come out of the woodworks. I just hung out with him in a mastermind, and in like 6 months, he grew a Facebook fan page of people that are interested in e-commerce specifically and Facebook ads. He grew like a following of like over 22 or 23,000 people. So we're giving him a little bit of support back for giving us access to one of his trainings that he charges for free. Okay, I would say this is probably a $199 value, and all of your customers will get access to this training for free, because we want to see them. We want to see them be successful, and we want to be able to help people hit more than one angle. Obviously, we have the free angle and we have the paid traffic angle. So paid traffic gets you results fast. The free traffic angle is a little bit slower, but this will get people started, so that way they can reap the rewards in a month or two. And also on top of that, we're going to show some ninja ways to get people even ranked faster. Keith has some pretty cool ninja stuff that he's going to do in training. We have a couple of special guests that are joining us that we have set up. So really cool stuff in the back end of this thing that you guys will see. Anyway, you can see here on the right, you got the bonuses. Those are bonuses that you'll be able to offer. We've got like 13 of them that you can pick and choose from, or you can just pick them all, because everybody's going to get access to these that purchases through your link. All right, so we have all of those here, and also we've made these product boards that you guys can swipe from us and use them in your email, use them on your bonus pages, however you want to do it. These are just adding, again, just an extra little element to help you sell to your list. So
yeah, on the JV page, you can download and preview a bonus page we had made for you guys to use, and it has all these on there, all the bonuses.
Yeah, totally. And if you want to, I don't know, is there any more on here we need to go over? I think that was it.
No,
right?
I think that's about it. The others just licensing stuff and resources. So yeah, I think you've covered it.
Cool. And
lots of training,
lots of support, everything that they need to get up and running with their SEO. And then if you want to go to the JV page, we can share that. And we can kind of run down it because I want to hit on the actual contest too. I want to make sure that everybody understands how that contest works and be a part of it. Get a piece of that action. That's for sure.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I got it all loaded up here. Can you see me?
I can see it. I can see it. So, yeah, the video's on there. You can watch it. I kind of do a review. You can see there's a sticky bar up top. There's a demo that Keith did. If you want to watch a quick demo, you have any questions about it, you have access to reach all three of us. Dave Gavik's on there. He's our JV manager. You got Keith and myself. So you guys can get a hold of us any way that you feel necessary. Give us your email address. The reason why I'm not gonna spam you. I never send offers or anything crazy like that to my JVs. The only thing I send to them is important communication on upcoming launches that might fit their list really well. So, give that to me, and then also get your links. We are doing this on JVZoo. This is a good product for JVZoo, I feel like, and should definitely be on that leaderboard no matter what. If you scroll down even further, there's where you can see your demo. Here's a breakdown on the front end product. You can see there's a ton of features right there. There's just a bunch, right? We've got a feature-rich front-end powerhouse for you that you can, again, angle it so many different ways. Either you have a WordPress list or you have a Shopify list. We definitely will convert for you on that. So go ahead and scroll down. We got the OTO one, which is the auto blogger, the Shopify CTA builder, and also it's not mentioned there, but we're thinking about doing something where we can actually angle a bonus, which will be that rich text feature and schema feature. But remember, that's in the blog. It's not actually on products. It's on products in the blog, which is an interesting angle that nobody's doing. And that will be a cool bonus that we can do for a OTO1 bonus. OTO2 is the BlogaShop Unlimited. What this is, okay, a lot of people I know, I own like 4 Shopify stores that Akumi manages, okay? Most people I know that have Shopify stores, they have usually more than one, or they have the idea that they want to have more than one. And most people that have WordPress sites, I mean, I can't even count how many WordPress sites I personally have, but I want to say I probably have like 10 or so, 8 or 9 or 10, maybe some out there that I forgot about. This will allow you to use this software on unlimited WordPress sites, unlimited Shopify sites. The power is huge on that upsell. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that you get access to that. I mean, that's cool. That's a perfect upsell, by the way. Each one of these upsells are perfect. They really complement each other really well. So we should see very high conversions throughout the funnel. And then we've got OTO3. So if you want to scroll there, this is a really cool angle as well. Literally could be a webinar on its own. Because a lot of people that have SEO agencies and a lot of people that have local marketing agencies and a lot of people that have agencies that help other companies build and grow and scale, they could actually use this software. We've created a license key for agencies. So if the agency has upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3, or whichever one they have, they can actually resell it as a service. So they could go on places like Fiverr, Upwork, whatever. They could say they could have a low cost, like, hey, I will do a blog for you for $5. Okay, say that's a simple upsell for someone. I will write unique content for you for $5. But then they upsell them into a $200 fee up front, and then they upsell them into a maintenance fee, which is $50 a month. It's beautiful. Then now they have a business in a box with this agency version. Not everybody's going to like that, but a lot of people that are already doing it are going to like it, and people that have never thought about it are going to like it because now they have resale rights where they can actually manage other people's stores. There's tons of people, guys. You could actually find the phone numbers on every single Shopify store and give them a call personally. If you were doing this, is how I would do it. I would call them up personally. I'd introduce myself. I'd say, hey, look, I want to, are you maximizing SEO on your site? If they say no, well, yes or no. Well, cool. Are you utilizing your blog? You're going to hear, no, I don't. Well, do you realize that you're missing out on a lot of free traffic? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Well, how about this? I have a service. I'll do your first article for free so you could see what it looks like. And if you like it, it's $200 setup fee and then $50 a month, and we'll put on 10 or 15 articles a month for you, and we'll maintain those articles for you, including putting call to actions into there. Guys, that's a huge value and a huge time saver for that store owner. Think about it. Think about that. Just let it sink in and think about that. So if you want to scroll down, so here's what we currently integrate with. So we've got tons of integrations. We've got Shopify, we've got WordPress, we've got YouTube, we've got Spin Rewriter. Spin Rewriter is like probably one of the biggest spinners out there. I think they've been around for like 5, 6, or 7 years. Aaron's a friend of mine. We shared a room in Ireland once, and super cool guy, super nice guy, super smart guy, built an amazing spinner. And then also we got Spinner Bros, which are another couple really cool guys that I'm good friends with. We've got Shane and Justin that built that, and they're partners on it. And it's definitely an up-and-comer, and I know that Justin put a lot of time and effort and spent a lot of money to build that spinning software that you guys have access to. He gave us a free version that everybody will have access to. And then if someone that really wants to be a powerhouse user, or if they already have an account, they don't have to have that limited access account. They can actually upgrade to it, or however, if they already have it, they could just link their API keys right into our plugin. And then we have that Pixabay, Pexels, and Wikimedia for those images. All that stuff's in there. We're going to continue to upgrade this software as it grows. Like I said, this is revolutionary software. We're going to continue to grow it. It's going to have a huge community. We have a Facebook group that we actually didn't put on our sales page. We probably should. But we have a Facebook group that they'll be able to be a part of, where people can share success stories. And again, we'll just continue to grow this thing. It's going to be cool. It's a really cool software, as you guys can see. And now these are all the angles that we found that you can hit from. So if you have a list that is SEO related, like search engine optimization related, or e-commerce related. Maybe you have a small following. Maybe you have a big following. Maybe you have a following that likes free traffic. Everybody likes the word free, and everybody likes the word traffic. So when you put that together and you have a list that is including both, there you go. WordPress. Some people might have WooCommerce stores. Okay, there's a whole nother e-commerce platform we didn't even talk about. But they might have a WooCommerce store. Well, guess what? Now we can use our software to basically put content on those WordPress sites, and then they could just put links in there, or maybe they have their own type of call to action short codes that they can stick in there. Whatever the case may be, they can do it. Also, too, we would be interested in probably adding that down the road. And anything that has to do with WordPress or Shopify or e-commerce, we're going to try to mix them and mesh them together with this. Digital product sellers, like we said, you don't have to use Shopify. Digital products works fantastic. This is a very viable, very easy, very cool way to utilize the software to hit that angle. Also, the need for blogging. People that are on your list are probably not blogging, but they have sure heard of it, and they know about it, and they know that it's powerful. Because when they do searches in Google search, they're always hitting blogs of some sort. And the ones that provide the value and the content are the winners. The next one is local marketing. Local marketing is big. A lot of these local companies sell products. A lot of them are selling products on Shopify. There's a local bicycle store right around the corner from me that sells that. They utilize Shopify to put all their products online. Well, now they can SEO the crap, the Shiznit. I like that word. We're bringing the word Shiznit back, by the way. So they can SEO the Shiznit out of their store or their WordPress site, and then they can sell their products right from there. Then also people that are in the business of flipping e-com stores. If you have the agency version and you have the unlimited version, you could build stores and sell them to other people with free traffic. Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. If you let's say you built 50 stores, and you decided to SEO the Shiznit out of all of them, now you just created all this free traffic. When you have free traffic and they're getting sales on them, now you have an asset, a digital asset that you can sell. You can go to flipit.com and sell it based off how well it's doing. A lot of people are making money on that right now. Online marketing and affiliate marketing. So you can go back to affiliate offers and stuff like that. In fact, even some of your stores, like my wife has a store that she actually sells. She has a backlink to offers in ClickBank that is goes with that niche. So people always ask, I'm not gonna tell you what the store is, but people in that niche always ask questions about it. So she just says, well, here, go to this link, and she puts it in there and she says, go to this link, and she uses her affiliate link, and then they go there, and then she makes a small commission, and then people learn about that subject that they're interested in. So pretty freaking cool to me. So go ahead and scroll up. Here's how the funnel is going to work. So on day one, we are doing an EB, an early bird, $29. We don't have coupons. We're not really exactly planning on having coupons. If we do have coupons, we might throw it in our Facebook ads, which we will use naked links in. Everybody knows that's done business with me knows that I'm all about naked links. You know how many JVs come back to me and say, Carl, I'm still making money from that offer you did like months ago? All the time. And that's what it's all about, right? So we will do something like that probably down the road, or it'll be something that's built into the last couple of days if we decide to do it. But we're not doing coupons on this. What we're going to do is we're doing an early bird special, $29. And if that's converting really high, we might extend it. Then after that, it's going to go to $37. And then the last 2 days, it'll be at $47. Okay? So I hope you guys get that. The next upsell, it's a no-brainer, right? $67 one time. They have access to both. The next thing is a $97 upgrade. That's the unlimited stores. Obviously, if you had to buy 1, 2, 3, 4 different plugins for each store and for each WordPress site, that's a no-brainer, right? And then after that, the agency version, it's $197 one time. All of these are one-time prices, okay? The price is not guaranteed after the doors close on April 5th at midnight, which is when we close, by the way. That is going to be when the doors actually shut down and prices could change. We could change this into a webinar. Me and Keith are thinking of all kinds of ways to actually keep this going. But what we will do is if we do any ads or anything like that, we're going to use naked links so you guys will continue to make money on this, which is I think is a fair deal. If you guys agree, I hope you guys do agree and you understand that, the power of that. And the fact that you're going to continue to make money from us as we continue to grow. So as you can see here, you want to mark your calendars, March 29th, 11 a.m. Make sure you pencil us in. We have all the sales copy done for you. We hired a 7-figure copywriter. After this, we're going to show you the actual sales page itself, so you can see it in its beauty and in its glory. Now on here, you can see our contest. And for a WordPress plugin, we have a $5,000 contest for a WordPress plugin. That's pretty good. $5,000 with a chance, and I think we can hit this. Together, we all could hit this super easily, super fast, probably even within the first day or 2 or 3. But we have 5 days. We're giving you 5 days to hit 1,000. So to hit 11 or 1,500 front-end units. We know that this funnel is going to convert incredibly well. But if you hit 1,500 front-end units, we are going to do something really special for you. We're going to open up a second leaderboard. Okay, it's like a milestone. It's a caveat. Okay, you have 5 days to actually hit that. And then once we hit that, we're going to open the doors back up for another leaderboard. This is a separate leaderboard, and those numbers are going to start on that day. They will start on the midnight, the following, that night of. So let's say on the first day we hit it, the next day, the second leaderboard is going to open up. If we hit it by the 5th day, the last 2 days of the launch, the second leaderboard will open up, and that's going to give chances for you to make double the cash. Let's say if you were hitting it well and your list is loving it. We all know that on the last day, someone said, or Keith is saying it might have skipped on some here. But that's okay. Just ask us some questions. If for some odd reason this video is skipping, you can ask us questions. You can go here and learn about it. But let's say on the 5th day, the last 2 days, it'll hit it. Our Facebook ads will be hitting it. So with those naked links, and also we all know the last 2 days conversions will be super high. We'll be skyrocketing high on those last 2 days. And if you need some sort of special angle on those last 2 days, hit us up. We'll try to come together with some ideas. So if you want to continue to scroll down there. Okay, cool. And we can see that we have all of our high converting swipe here. We have some pretty cool stuff.
One more is coming.
One more is coming, and I think that's the one more. We have banners for you too. So if you have a blog that already gets a ton of traffic and you want to put this up here, and we're open to doing this like afterwards, like evergreen and stuff like that. So, just contact us so we can do something special for you. But on those, we have every angle pretty much covered on the sales copy. One of the questions I got from a couple of people was like, why would I? So we have both angles. We have WordPress angles and we have Shopify angles. Some people that have Shopify might say like, why do I need a WordPress site? And people that own WordPress and are not into Shopify say, why do I need to do something with Shopify? So we're actually hitting both of those angles really well for you on that sales copy. You really should be writing your own sales copy, but you can use this as like a good framework, which is pretty cool. And then right here, you can see who you can contact. So you can contact Keith or myself. We're both the co-creators. And guys, by the way, like this last year or two, I've been like the JV manager, which is pretty awesome. I cut my teeth in this industry as the JV manager. I learned so much stuff from awesome people. had some awesome products. Every one of those products I ever backed is still online. They're still making money. They're still doing what they're supposed to do. And so I've created just a good, like a good resume from it. And so that's the same thing, the same type of provided value that I want to give you guys and give your customers with our own products. So now this year, it's like, you got to level up in your business. So this is a year where I'm leveling up myself, trying to be, no ego, just trying to be, leveling up and helping and providing value and content and just helping other people level up along the way. All right, so now the next thing here you can see is the bonus stuff. So we have a bonus page builder, not really a builder, but it's you can see what it looks like, and you can also download the HTML. And on that HTML, you could just like add your own pages and upload it to Amazon or wherever you're hosting. You can actually upload it there if you want to have your own bonus page. Again, just doing stuff for you, so that way you don't have to do too much to get in on this. All right. Then we have 13 done for you bonuses that everybody gets access to, and I highly encourage you to use all of these pages. We wanted to over deliver. These are all WordPress related, so you guys that are into WordPress, boom, you've got it right there. We even have some some e-com stuff, like there was a t-shirt one in there. There's like an SEO one in there. We've got some in there that kind of help with sharing on social media, some that helping with being mobile ready on your WordPress site. So just a lot of different stuff there that you can have access to. And then also, like I said, bring in some of your own stuff, bring in some of your own bonuses, just to kind of give it that extra flair or flavor that you want. And we'll be in contact with you guys as far as if we add anything else to this. Like I said, most likely we're going to have an OTO1 bonus that'll be added to that as well. So then on the bottom, you could see, we have all of our stipulations. We always got to have terms and conditions. So there's some terms and conditions on there. We don't want scammers or anything, or spammers or scammers or anything like that. We want people that drive real traffic, not some BS traffic or anything like that. Again, because we don't want to hurt our numbers, and we also are creating a massively good product for you guys. So, Keith, do you have anything you want to add to that before we continue and show them the sales page?
Man, you have covered it tightly.
Sweet, that's what I like to do. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the sales preview page. Cool. So we have an early bird countdown on here. This is not live yet, so your links will not go here. Your links will actually go to a page that just has like a countdown timer when we're going to go live, and a place where they can sign up. So I would just say don't mail until then. Definitely do a warm-up if you can. Do some kind of warm-up sequence or something like that, letting them know that this is coming down the pipeline. So anyways, yeah, this is written by an awesome copywriter. We even did like this really cool video sales letter with this copywriter. He kind of does both services, and I've worked with him before in the past, and I think he's really just over-delivered on this one. It's a really cool video. So people will see that if you want to scroll down, kind of keep going through here. We got the step graphics next, which is optimize, rank, and profit. Step 1, optimize. Step 2, rank. Step 3, profit. So we make it that simple to understand. We've got the $29 early bird pricing when it's going to end. We've got all these buttons everywhere. They kind of shine and glisten when you're on the actual page. Might be kind of hard for you to see it. Then we have a long letter in here. But it's done really well, right? We have this parallax. Is that what it's called? Parallax?
Parallax, yeah.
Yeah, we got that parallax. The dude's like losing money on ads. I can tell you, probably anybody and everybody that's done Facebook ads has wasted thousands of dollars. Personally, I have, learning out how to do it. We've got my wife here where she's showing the inconsistencies of Facebook ads, where one day she's getting 66-cent EPCs and the next day she's getting $2.12. And this is like the average thing that we're seeing, but we've seen worse. I mean, I've seen 30-cent EPCs and even worse. So this is her doing like a decent job. Then we've got more information as you continue to go down. Then we got all these like what ifs, like what if this, what if that, what if you could what if you could moderate all your stuff? What if you had access to 66,000 articles and 200 categories? What if you could put like, what if you had a couple clicks of the buttons to instantly add stuff in there? What if you had access to 1 million royalty-free comments? What if you could spin articles at will? What if you could have targeted traffic off of keywords, highly keywords, long tail keywords, and short tail keywords? What if you had all that? Well, that's what this does. This gives you that power. So you want to keep scrolling there. Then we just introduced to them BlogaShop Pro. Everybody gets Pro. And then there's demo. Keith did a fantastic job on this demo. I think it'll actually help sales as well, so they could see it, they can imagine themselves using it. We're actually going to be adding something there very soon. Got a good friend that hopefully we're going to be good on it, but he's someone that's a big time SEO and e-com dude that teaches this stuff. But the way he teaches it, we're able to like save people massive amounts of time. Like he's hiring like content writers and stuff like that. With this, you don't have to do that, like I was saying, so you get access. We go over all the features. The features are huge, right, guys? What's the feature? What's the benefit of having access to all of this content? You know, what's the benefit of the benefit? Well, the benefit is I don't have to think about what to write, and the benefit of the benefit is the traffic that's going to come behind it, okay? Next thing is this YouTube Snatcher. YouTube is the third largest search engine online in the world. And they can actually utilize someone else's content, repurpose someone else's content on their store to help sell that product. Okay, next one is the Spinner Vortex. They get access to that version of the Spinner Bros. They've graciously given us, so I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this and giving us access to one of your tools, which is fantastic. And people get that for free. That's a huge value because people pay monthly for that. I hope you guys understand the value of that. The next thing is the royalty-free image grabber, right? They don't have to cut, swipe, upload, download, upload images. We do it for them all right inside of there. The BlogaShop Pro membership vault, they get access to all the training they need, all the support that they need. And we probably need to add on here, like I was saying, as a Facebook. We're starting a Facebook group too, so we will grow that Facebook group out as people come and be a part of that group. We all know the power of that. Then we have the BlogaShop Pro comment moderator. Again, that's where you can create those canned responses, and you can also create actual responses and have one dashboard to moderate all of your blog posts wherever you put them. Next one is the SEO optimization. So basically what this will do is give them the power of having where we pull all the description keywords, stuff like that. Those are the things that Google actually looks for to see if it's unique or not. You just create your own. So that way it's unique. Keeping your content again more optimized for search engine visibility. So we can continue to go down, just more stuff, asking questions, getting people involved in the product, and then letting them know. So one thing I love about software, one of my favorite things is it leverages two things. The main thing is that it leverages time, and time is our number one asset that we all have. If we can leverage time, then we can spend more time doing other things like pushing traffic. We're not dismissing that at all. We're just saying add this to it. Like if you're an e-com expert, how great would it be that you could add a huge blogging network on the back end of your store and not really have to do a lot? And that's powerful. And it's going to create that extra income for you guys that you never would have had access to before, because all you're doing is focusing on is pushing ads, right? All right, so if you continue to go down, we do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. We just want to make sure everybody's happy. Honestly, to me, it's just making people happy. Make people happy, get them results, right? They love that. And the other thing I like about software is that it leverages technology to get a fast return of investment. So if we can get them a fast return of investment, we can do that. We've got 3 webinars here, but we're going to probably have a 4th one, maybe even a 5th. We've been talking a lot about it lately, and there's just really a lot of value based in them. But we're going to do something on SEO and something on e-commerce or e-commerce and SEO linked. And then here's Ben, who has been mentioned in the Huffington Post. I spent some good time with Ben Mayolo in where we were in Thailand. He's an awesome dude, man. Such a cool guy, young guy, and I think he's really coming up. Like his influence is huge. He's changing things. Super knowledgeable. I mean, this guy really impressed me. I didn't know who he was at the time, but after talking to him and hang out with him, this guy really impressed me. So I wanted to get him on here, and he totally agreed. And he's giving everybody access to like a $200 course for free. So pretty cool. So we want to continue to scroll here. So here it just gives like a stack. We call this stacking if you guys are new, but the guys that have been around know that what this is all about. We're stacking here and on the value, and then we're just showing them how many steps it is to get started. Again, with a countdown timer, creating a little bit of scarcity, which the price will go up. So it's real scarcity. Price will go up after we close too. So they have that instant access. And then there's a little thing I wrote that's basically just introducing me and Keith and our relationship and getting them involved. And that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this back over to the rest of us. So let me go ahead and escape and change their view. Hopefully this doesn't mess everything up. Put myself back on here so we all should see it. So before I get off here, I want to see, Dave, do we have anybody else? Have you seen any questions, or have you seen anything that we should acknowledge on here? I did invite anybody if they want to come on and grill us. Like, that's a friggin' open invitation. If you guys are live and watching this, you can get on our appear.in account right now. It's just a link. You could jump on if you want. If not a big deal. No worries. I think we gave you all the content you need here. We went into an hour and a half here of information on how this works. I do want to have Dave pop on real quick. So Dave, if you want to unmute your video and just have you introduce yourself. Everybody in the industry knows Keith, and also he had a little bit of an introduction as well. But Dave, if you want to just kind of give us your background and like what kind of support are you gonna supply for our JVs?
Yeah, my name is David Gavick. I'm here to support everybody, Carl, Keith, and anybody who's interested in becoming involved in the project. Been an entrepreneur for a long time, owned different businesses, and I know what it's like to, try and represent something with no support. So obviously that's something that we really want to, focus on. So whatever you guys need, just let me know. You guys can get my information off of Facebook or, follow me on Skype. You can email me at dgavic, Gavic, at gmail.com if you have any questions. And whatever you guys need, just gotta communicate it. Let me know, because if I don't know, it's harder to help. So any questions, we'll get the answer for you, and we're all gonna rock it. So I'm excited for everybody.
Awesome. And Keith, do you have any closing words or anything?
No. Just make sure you hop on board. I mean, this thing it's going to convert. It's going to convert well. I've been involved with a few WordPress projects in the past, which have all been fantastic products. But this is a unique angle with Shopify, and I'm really glad I got to know Carl and got to get involved in this. It's actually taught me a lot about Shopify itself. I've been in e-commerce before in the Amazon space. Shopify is a little bit different, but man, it is growing, and I'm seeing it everywhere. And this is it's a great platform. We put our heart and souls into it. So come out and support us on March 29th, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Awesome. Thanks, Keith. And also, too, I have just a couple of closing things with you guys. This has been like a really partially like a passion project. Working with Keith has been awesome because Keith, we all know, like in this industry, we rush things sometimes. And I've seen deadlines hit. And we've been ready. This product has been ready for a while. Some of the features have actually just started getting on, but this product has been on for a while. Our sales pages have been done. Our JV page is done. Our bonuses are done. Our sales scripts, our sales copy, our page copy, everything is done. And that's one of the things that I really have enjoyed working with Keith on, is because we both agreed that we wanted to be ready for JVs that want to jump on, even if they're last minute JVs or even during the launch. We just wanted to make sure that we could create value for you guys and help you guys with different angles, because I've been talking to a lot of you guys, and some of you guys have been saying, like, my stuff is really, it's great that it's on WordPress and that it's a plugin, but we just don't really do anything with Shopify. So cool. This has a totally cool angle that you can hit with that. Then I talk to guys on the other end, like I was saying, on the Shopify side, that are like, well, why are we going to do WordPress? Well, because it's where your dashboard is, and we'll also teach your people how to leverage both systems to create more traffic. It's like having double the exposure if you do it right. And we'll teach people how to do it, and we'll say, hey man, on your WordPress site, if you don't want to spend a lot of time on it, use that auto blogging feature, let it just run. Then go and use the dashboard on the Shopify feature, and then really like make sure your stuff is really good, and by the eye it looks nice and is relevant to your products. That's the ultimate thing, is that you have products that complement the native information. And then also too, like once you have these blogs built out in your Shopify store, you could actually run native ads, which by the way, Facebook loves native ads for whatever reason. I mean, they feel like that it's like serving first and selling second. which my mentor taught me a lot about, and it goes a lot further with people because now they get to know, like, and trust you, not just the niche. Now I know that we also are going after impulsive buys, but also we're going to go after impulsive buys based off of trust, and we want to build trust right away, especially with some of these higher end buyers. I mean, people that are going to spend $100 on your store for the first time, that's a big commitment. But having relevant articles on your store will give you that type of, when someone goes and looks at your blog and they see you have hundreds of blog posts, they're going to think that this store has been here for a long time, regardless of how long it's been there. It's going to give you that type of exposure, give those e-com folks that type of exposure that they want. So really, we're hitting so well on both angles. So we know, I already know this is going to be awesome for you guys. You guys are going to make a ton of money. You're gonna provide a purely awesome service. You're gonna help us grow a new community that you can be a part of. I invite you. If you're an e-com expert or a WordPress expert, we'd love to have you guys on a webinar, just giving value and helping give you more exposure. And like I said, if you want to have another angle that you've never seen before, jump on board. blogashop.com/JV is our JV page. How easy is that to remember? And then get your links, get your swipes, rewrite them, figure out your bonuses, get your bonus page set up, do whatever you need to do. But we've taken all of the lowest entry point as you possibly can. We've done all this for you. All you need to do is just hit the send button on the mail button, and then sit back and watch the money start flowing in. And then knowing that we've created something that your customers are going to absolutely love. So that's about all I've got for you guys. Again, I'm super excited to be a part of this. Again, it's been more of a passionate launch, just a cool product to be a part of. And then, I will probably moderate some of these feeds, but the best way to talk to us is just grab us on a Facebook Messenger. We're all on Facebook Messenger. Just a great place to communicate with each other. And then I hope to see you guys, honestly, on the leaderboard. Even if it's not on the first, we get that first one going. We'll see you guys on the second leaderboard, and you guys just crush it and make a bunch of money. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now. And I thank you guys for being online with us. You guys take care.
Thanks, guys.